And now it's time for the Boiling Point takeaways.
We've been in studio here speaking with Sean Ryan, who's right behind me of WhiteWater Consulting. We've been talking about strategy, execution, results, which actually happens to be the title of his book that's going to be coming out. And you can go to his website, WhiteWater Consulting website, www.ici.com. And if you're a small business owner or a big business owner or wondering how your team is doing or department, there's going to be an assessment you can complete, and it'll kind of give you the opportunities that are available to you. For me, a takeaway, and there's a couple. First is this idea that a stat that Sean threw out. I never actually asked him where it comes from, but it's the idea that 75% of organizations fail to actually see the result of a strategy that they've come up with, as I believe how you described it. So I'm seeing the evidence of that in the coaching world in terms of some of the work we're doing with organizations. But the other piece is just the challenge people have around setting goals. And so a lot of really good examples of how you can just overcome some of these challenges.
Yeah, and I think my takeaways, Dave, are action takeaways. Like legit, we are actually having a 2-day offsite next week, a strategy planning session, not unlike all of our other previous quarterly sessions, but this one, we're going to be hyper-focused at goal setting, but not just action setting. I think that's been my takeaways. There's a difference between saying we're going to increase sales from we're going to increase sales by 20% by doing these 5 things, so being very specific. And that's what I've been kind of quiet in this particular interview, just kind of processing this because it's an age-old discussion. There's nothing new about goal setting. But none of us seem to do it right, and I think my big takeaway is for our Hemmings House offsite, we're gonna drill down heavily on specific goals and timelines.
Timeline, good. I was just going to ask.
Yeah.
And then we'll put Sean on here. What's your takeaway, Mr. Ryan, from this fabulous podcast? Oh, by the way, we should show those. Look, these are the gifts.
My takeaway is that great cupcakes make for great conversation.
Well done.
That's good. Well, thank you so much for this. Any final words from you of inspiration or motivation for our listening audience?
It would just be this, that a lot of times we think about this as an incredibly complex elephant to eat, and it doesn't have to be. One of the things we built into the book, and the reason the gears are pretty cool, we built it around this 7-gear framework, is you can pick it on and work on the gear that you think is the biggest barrier to your success. And so you can do it small pieces at a time. You don't have to do everything.
Just like our goals themselves. Thank you so much, Sean. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thanks, Dave.
Thanks for checking out this episode of Boiling Point. Thanks for listening, and remember, keep that pot boiling.